I'm here with manager Mark Clifford after today's 2-1 win over Stourbridge. Clifford, can you just give us your thoughts on that?
I thought we was very good value for the result today. Albeit KP's made an absolute world-class save at the end there. Like, I don't know, as it's come off the lad, you just think it's going in, and he's got down and saved it. But again, I've said it before, that's what his job is to do. And you know, and the lads the other end have took a couple of chances when we've had an opportunity to. So really pleased that we got in 0-0 at half time. But in general, overall we was good value for the win.
Yeah, they had quite a few chances in the first half and then took the lead early in the second. So how proud were you of your team's willpower to not let the heads drop and to bounce back immediately and come back and win that game?
Yeah, I think they had a few half chances, didn't they? And the lads just stood tall, and we talked about being resilient and having the right mentality and having some accountability, and I think they've actually shown that today. I think they've took that all on board, and they've worked really hard Tuesday, Thursday this week. They've had a look at the game from Tamworth and the goals and the manner in which we've conceded goals. And today you could see there was a resilience about them, and it was what we expect. It's a minimum expectation to have resilience.
Yeah, and speaking of the goals, the first one, Kevin De Silva Bastos got his first for the club. Just how happy are you for him that he's now finally off the mark, and what has he brought to the side since he joined?
I think you can all see he's got a little flair about him. He's still getting used to this division, but you know, it shows sparks of magic, and as soon as he gets into his stride, he will score plenty of goals in this league. And you know, he'd probably potentially go on to bigger and better things, because he's a young lad, he's hungry, he wants to learn, he wants to develop himself, and I'm really pleased for him, and I just hope that's the first of many.
Yeah, unfortunately at half-time you did make a change with Stourbridge coming off for Brad McGowan. Was that change injury related, because he did go down early in the first half? Yeah,
he took a knock right at the bottom of his quad, just above his knee, and he tried to shake it off. We said, can you get to half time? He said yes, but he just struggled. He struggled getting in at half time, and we knew, you know, that the break at half time would be too much, so we made the break. But I thought Brad McGowan came in, I thought it was fantastic. You know, a lot's been said. I've said a lot about defending and defenders, but I thought he came on into a tough game today. These are a really good side, who are on a really good run of form, and he did a fantastic job for us.
Speaking about Stourbridge, it's no secret that, especially in the first half particularly, they were focusing on attacking down the left flank, and with Owen Betts only recently coming back from injury, how well do you think he faced up to that test?
I think that it's sort of one of those things in football where they will sniff out where they feel there's an opportunity for them. And we spoke to Owen at half time and said, as the ball's travelling, get tighter, get closer on the first touch so you can have a dig. And I thought he improved during the second half, and especially later on when we really needed it, he was bang on the money. So yeah, well done to him, because look, again, at this level they will sniff out any opportunities they feel, and they've tried to exploit that, but he stood resilient to it, so fair play to him.
And you already mentioned Brad McGowan coming on for Stourbridge, right, I've lost my mind. Stourbridge, sorry, at half time. How pleased are you that McGowan came on and got a goal? Because like you said, it can be difficult, especially for defenders, to come on at half time when everyone else is already in the flow of the game. So how pleased were you that he cropped up with a winner at the end there?
Yeah, I was pleased for him. As he went running down, actually, I just shouted over to him, and just remember pre-season, because he was our top goal scorer pre-season. Just pre-season, and one of the other lads behind me goes, we fancy Brad, but the ball in from Barnsley, you know, let's not take anything away from that. He dropped it absolutely on the money for Brad, and he's really just got to get his head on it and, you know, send everyone into raptures.